stadium. There it is, and down on the court there. We've got the #1 player in the world, Kim Clijsters. There she is in the foreground, and she's up against the American Amber Liu. They've just started. This is the first game. In fact, it's the second point. And so 15-all in the opening game. It's a very warm welcome to Louise Plemming. Louise, are you looking forward to this match?
Very much so. Will be a very interesting match. The young girl, Amber Liu, though, has a huge task, obviously, in front of her. She lost to Kim Clijsters just a couple of weeks ago, so she'll hopefully have learnt something a little bit about that match.
Well, the first thing you notice, Willis, she doesn't appear too nervous out here on the stadium court.
Now, which is quite surprising. She hasn't played many WTA tournaments. She's a wild card here. She received a direct entrance because she was the winner of the NCAAs. She's a freshman at Stanford University in California. Played a lot of matches, but not too many on the big stadiums.
Well, this would be a dream start for her. If she can convert here. Well, a couple of errors and a very promising start for Liu, breaking the serve right off the bat of Kim Clijsters. A little bit of a surprise.
I think so, but as we said, that they did play a couple of weeks ago, and it's always a good thing to know that you've had one match. I mean, the score was not terribly good for Amber. She lost 6-1, 6-1, but you gain a little bit of knowledge. But she is playing the #1 player in the world, Kim Clijsters, who just is in amazing form in the last 4 out of 5 tournaments in California. It's taken her into the #1 position.
Pretty high ball toss that she's got.
Well, that's one thing she won't want to do. She does not want to hit the ball too short like that to Kim Clijsters. She will climb all over this. She's got so much confidence right now. She really needs to keep Kim as far back in the court as she can.
Good looking flattish forehand that Amber's got. Looks like she can do some damage with that if she gets the opportunity. Getting plenty of support from the crowd here, as you would expect. What a great effort, though.
She certainly has some wheels, doesn't she? Thought I was watching Michael Cheng run down some of those shots. That's excellent tennis. Quite surprised, actually, how much topspin she actually gets from her ground strokes. Most of the American girls really hit very flat. That shot there just catching up. Well, Kim Clijsters not holding back either. She's really coming out here firing on all cylinders.
Well, able to take advantage of some errors from Kim Clijsters. Amber Liu had 2 love here. Great start for her. Well, as you mentioned, she won the NCAAs, which is the big collegiate championship here in America, and usually players, if they win that, either the men's or the women's, are pretty much regarded as ready to go straight onto the tour.
Yes, it's very interesting to see that she hasn't taken that path. She wants to obviously take an education. It's one of the top academic schools as well, so she really...
Yes, Stanford in California.
That's right.
Well, stung into action here, Clijsters.
That's a good serve from Kim Clijsters. Perhaps you don't get the same quality or intensity in the matches all the time going to school and playing the collegiate league, but what you do get, if you keep winning like this young girl, she was the winner of the NCAAs, as you said, you get a lot of matches and you get a lot of confidence from that. She was actually named the National Player of the Year, and she was the National Rookie of the Year, so she's got the credentials, and there's huge expectations on her right now with the USTA.
Well, I think the college system is excellent, and in fact we would have about 100 young Australians, males and females, that are at college here in America, and it's a perfect opportunity if you don't just bounce straight out of juniors and onto the main tour, which 90% of the players don't. They have to serve their apprenticeship. Well, one way of completing your apprenticeship is through the college system, where you get well organised, well structured, and usually all paid for this strong competition. American colleges are allowed to have some foreign players in their teams.
Well, that's right. It gives a lot of the youngsters that are a little bit perhaps economically challenged, or, you know, there's quite a lot of expenses to go straight onto the tour, and you know, flights and hotels and whatnot. So it does give a great entree into that.
Some players stay on and complete their degree. It's usually about 4 years, and others, if their game really improves and they play some of the satellites and challenges during the vacation period, if their rankings warrant it, they often turn pro and get out onto the tour. So, Liu ahead 2-1 with a break. And some signs there that Clijsters starting to find a little rhythm in that last game.
Very aggressive from the baseline. Really punishes that ball. The young American girl. She's 19 years of age.
Clijsters is only 20 as well. So she's done just a remarkable job to be #1 in the world.
So easily to forget that, isn't it? She's 20 years old.
Nicely set up there by Kim.
Well, moves around the court very well. This young American girl reads the ball quite well, anticipates pretty good.
So a chance here for Clijsters.
I haven't seen Amber Liu play that much. I'm just trying to gauge how big her serve is. It looks rather effective. 104 miles per hour is her fastest one.
Yes, I'm not sure if it's as well produced, though, as Clijsters is. It looks a little suspect to me. Just over-hitting that one, so as we suspected, Clijsters' form starting to pick up, and she's broken back. So 2-all. She comes to the net more than Leighton. I wonder if he's watching this in the locker room, or is he concentrating on his own match coming up? A bit of a sneak look, I think, every now and then.
Kim is always present at his matches, and well, of late, Leighton has certainly been watching a lot of Kim Clijsters, especially at Wimbledon. We really only get to see each other at the Grand Slams.
A nice forehand from Amber. I like her forehand. I like the way she really attacks it. She takes it on the rise and can really do some damage with it. It's a very promising looking shot.
Wow, she really set that up with that off forehand, created that opening. And as you just said, she really does attack that forehand. Got the short reply and just moves in very well for this one. Nice top spin.
Well, courageous from Clijsters there, that two-hander down the line. Still facing a break point. Just a bit eager to put it away there.
She doesn't hold back, does she?
A little bit of inexperience showing here, those last couple of shots, the backhand on the break point and then a second serve there, really just trying to hit it, just overdoing it. So Clijsters out of trouble from 15-40 and in fact has taken the last 3 games in this opening set. She's ahead 3-2 as we will return to this match after this short break.
The single-minded pursuit of wealth. It's what we do. It's what we'll do for you. Create wealth. Protect and manage wealth. Above all, build wealth. Our name is Hillross Financial. If wealth is what interests you, we've got a lot in common.
The energy market's getting tough. Things are changing. We need an edge.
Well, let's look at the options.
When it comes to business thinking, chartered accountants have the superior training and business experience to guide your business in the right direction.
When would you like to start?
Let's start right now.
Amber Liu deep in thought there. A very promising start has evaporated. 2-love up to 3-2 down. Let's hope that she doesn't go for too much and just overplays as she did in that last game, Louise, because she's got some really lovely shots.
She certainly does. I really do like her ground strokes. And she just looks to me like she's a little fighter. So I don't think she's going to let it slip away too easily here. Had a lot of matches under her belt this year.
So serving at 2-3.
That's wicked, isn't it? Ouch.
It was a bit short, that serve, wasn't it? It was begging to be hit. Slipping and sliding everywhere there, Clijsters in that rally.
13.
What's your thoughts, Louise, on Kim's attaining the #1 ranking in the world without having won a Grand Slam event? She's the only player ever to have done that in the women's game, so it's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Well, it just shows her consistency this year and how well she's done in all the Tier 1 tournaments and all the big tournaments. And I think she really has deserved it. She's had her opportunities this year. Certainly a missed opportunity at the Australian Open.
Yeah, 5-1 in the third, up in
That's
the semis
right.
against Serena. Final is the French.
Yep.
And semis of Wimbledon, and winning 6 tournaments as well. So it's a bit hard
That's
to argue
solid.
with the record, isn't it?
That's right. Well, they asked her coach what Kim thinks about being #1, and he said, well, we're not worried really. All we don't want to do is win matches, and if we keep doing that, then
Things will take care of themselves, the rankings,
Exactly.
etc. Well, she's got a couple of break points here. Gee, that is heavy hitting. That two-hander down the line that she sets up so many points with. It's such a terrific shot. Huge hip and shoulder rotation she gets on it. 4 straight games.
there's that backhand that you're just talking about, Alan. Just really loads up on that. Well struck. Showing the winners there for Clijsters.
Great to see her continue with the volleying there. She could have easily let that high ball drop and move back and just continue with the rally, but no, drive volley off the backhand from mid-court for a winner.
14.
Oh, she's starting to look good now, really. Applying some heat to these shots. So 5-2 for Kim Clijsters. Now let's just quickly catch up with Guillermo Carrier. When we left, he was up a set and 3-all. He's progressed now to a double set point against Mariana Puerta. He's ahead 5-3. There's one gone. He was in pretty good form when we left. Number 5 seed. Well, that gives him the second set, so a little clenched fist, a little pump there. He's happy. He's ahead 2 sets to love. 6-4, 6-3. Now we'll return to Arthur Ashe Stadium Court, where Kim Clijsters has now slipped into pretty much top gear. It's a bit of a shock to come out and drop her opening serve and be down 2-love, Louise, but boy, she's bounced back in a hurry.
Well, that didn't take too long at all. She's almost like a spinning top. Just took a couple of minutes to get it started, and now she's really she's running along very smoothly. What do you think about? Well, obviously Venus and Serena are out, and
well, look, it's disappointing when 2 great players like that, and they've won, I think, the last 4 Opens between them. It's disappointing when they're not here, but well, it's a great opportunity for us to see someone else win the championship, and I think Clijsters has got a definite chance. Justine Henin, I think if I had to pick a favourite, I might lean slightly towards her, and then Davenport and Capriati.
that's
So
right. There's
it really, I think, opens up a lot of exciting possibilities in the women's draw.
can't really see someone outside, say, the 5, perhaps throw in Maresmo.
Maresmo maybe, but she's been slightly injured, so, you know, I just don't think she's probably would be fit enough. She's got the game, she's got the big game, but...
She's got an odd injury at the moment. She's got a rib injury. She's had so many injuries in her career.
And Davenport's under a bit of a cloud too, forfeiting on the weekend.
Yes.
With a foot injury, so... And speaking of foot injuries, Monica Salas had to pull out. She hasn't played since the French Championship, so let's hope that we see her towards the end of the year and again next year. Let's hope this isn't a career-threatening injury for her. Just fractionally late on that drive. You got a fancy at this stage for the championship?
Well, I was favouring Clijsters. Look, it's got to be 3. It's got to be Capriati, Clijsters or Hannon, but I'm favouring Clijsters. She's got to do it at some point, hasn't she?
Runner-up twice in Grand Slams. And
well, just going for a little bit too much on that. But just hasn't had great results at the US Open, never been past the quarterfinals. No. It's the only thing in the back of my mind that is worrying me about her.
Well, she should play well here. I think her game's suited to the slightly faster courts. So it could be her year. Well, off to a promising start in her opening match with a set point. Well, a little bit ambitious, just showing her inexperience there, going for a big second serve when you're down set point against the world's top player. So 6 games in a row for Kim Clijsters. She has the first set in 28 minutes and will return after this break to see how she goes in the second.
It's a simple game. All you have to do is get the ball in the hole.
Beautiful shot there.
See how the pros do it.
Oh, my! How good is that?
These guys are good.
And here it comes.
Live and exclusive. The Deutsche Bank Championship tees off Saturday morning at 7. Fox Sports 1. The single-minded pursuit of wealth. It's what we do. It's what we'll do for you. Create wealth. Protect and manage wealth. Above all, build wealth. Our name is Hillross Financial. If wealth is what interests you, we've got a lot in common.
And looking down at this vast arena named after the great Arthur Ashe. It's just huge and a big advantage to the star players who play out here regularly. They're used to the conditions, and when this is a full house, this place really rocks. Particularly if someone like Andy Roddick's playing, who really is very charismatic and fires the crowd up. So I think we can expect some pretty entertaining stuff from Roddick this championship. I think he's the favourite in the men's. Agassi, you can never discount him. He didn't play too well early in the summer over here and took a couple of weeks off to go back and train. So he really sets his mind on these big tournaments, Agassi, and he sort of primes and times his run. So I think he'll still be pretty tough to beat. And we're hoping, of course, Australia's Leighton Hewitt runs into some form, and we'll see what sort of shape he's in up next. At the moment, his girlfriend's travelling pretty well. Serving now to start the second set.
Good angle serve there from Clijsters, just catching the line. Putting a little side spin on that. I almost feel like the young American girl needs to slow up her game a little bit and just trying to find a little bit of rhythm. Kim Clijsters likes it flat and hard. I'd like to see her just change it up. A few high balls, bit of topspin.
Kim gets on with the game quickly too, doesn't she? She's very quick between the points, so Amber maybe could slow things down a little, try to just not play at the pace that Clijsters wants to play at.
I think it's very hard to beat Kim Clijsters at her own game. She likes a high tempo, and she likes the ball coming onto her.
Well, really on a roll now. So Liu needs this game here. She needs to break the run of games against her. So I would agree with you, Louise. She needs to maybe throw up some high looping balls without much spin on them. Oh, with plenty of spin on them, rather, not much pace. Take her time in between points. Try to just slow things down in all departments. So love one. Big game for her. The problem is, Louise, it all happens so quickly out there that the points just run away with you, and even though you tell yourself to slow down and try to do something different, I mean, it just gets away from you too quickly.
Well, most of the thoughts for a match like this happen in the hotel after the match. Kind of think, well, hang on, that went too fast. And as you said, to slow it down, just to feel like you can just steady up a little bit and see what's happening out there. This is just a rush.
Kim not confident. The linesman, as you saw there, was in the perfect place. Of course, she's very slightly built. Amber Liu as well. She doesn't have the strength, really, that Clijsters has. See, there was no need to hit that ball that hard. She needed to just move her feet a little and just loop the ball back and just see what happened in the rally. A little bit of inexperience. And there's a good move, a change up. Wasn't the best approach shot, but just the fact she did something different forced the error. Nice angle serve there.
Well, that was was a little gift from Kim Clijsters on that shot. She had the easy one and the crowd love it. They really want this young girl to get back in this match.
Look, she showed some good signs there. She came to the net at 15-30 down, then a nice angled serve at 30 all. So she did a couple of changes there. So full marks to her.
That's great. Nice backhand drive down the line. It just lift her spirits a little here. Very flat ball. The writing was almost going underspin.
Well, over the high part of the net there. Just where you've got to just add that little bit more height to the shot, a bit more topspin.
Kim Clijsters' forehand. She has a very big sweeping swing there. Just having a look at the directions of the serves. Just the one ace down the middle. The rest are pretty varied. The serves mostly at the sides of the boxes.
40-50.
Got a good serve, Kim Clijsters, I think. Good second serve too, reliable.
Well, notice all the second serves went into the body. Yeah.
See, that's a pretty heavy serve there. It's only 37 minutes. The match has been in progress. And Kim Clijsters doing it pretty comfortably now.
Now we were talking about Justine Anna and Kim Clijsters. Actually, Justine just beat Kim for the first time in San Diego in 6 times on hard court. So certainly she has the better edge on clay and perhaps on other surfaces, but on hard court, Kim Clijsters really does have the edge.
Yes, I think the slightly stronger physique and power helps Clijsters a little bit on the hard courts against Henin. And on the clay, I think probably she makes a little bit too many errors against Henin on clay, and has got a little bit more variety.
And perhaps doesn't move as well as Justine also on the clay. The fact that she's a bigger girl, you find that she slides a lot.
Yeah, I don't like it when she slides on the hard court. But so far, she hasn't gone over on her ankle, luckily. But I guess she's got it under control a bit, her movement. Very strong, athletic girl. I don't think she'll be fazed with the #1 rankings and the fact that a lot of people are saying to her that, oh, you've got a great chance to win this one. The Williams sisters aren't here, and you've been in the final and 2 semis this year of the other 3 Grand Slams. This is yours. And she just takes it all in a stride. I mean, for 20 years of age, I think she's a pretty remarkable player.
That's right.
1-2.
She plays tennis like she talks, which is fast. In the interviews, don't you love her? She really talks very quickly. Speaks English fantastic. But
look, I think she's great for the game. She plays doubles, #1 ranked in the doubles as well. There's that slide that I don't like. But she could easily not play doubles because she's into the semis and finals of every singles tournament. She's played, this is 16. She could easily say, oh, look, it's too big a workload, I don't want to play doubles. But I think it's fantastic that she plays.
Liu just just going for a little too much on that backhand. Yes, Kim is the 5th player to be ranked #1 in singles and doubles at the same time, after Navratilova, Sanchez, Hingis and Davenport.
When at some shots, he really gets a lot of left hand into her two-handed backhand. You can see the power that the ball gets behind her or out wide. It doesn't. She's just doing a little bit of getting rid of a bug there. But that left hand comes through so strongly on the racket. She's able to get power when she's pulled wide on that backhand side. Well, just volleying to the wrong spot there. When you stretch like that, the book says you volley in front of you. That's the easier one. And she tries to go back across court and can't control it. She should have just let the ball hit the racket and go in front of her. Much easier shot, particularly as it brings her to a break point situation.
Just showing Kim Clijsters there that she also has a backhand down the line. Just gets the racket prepared nice and early, gets body weight going down the court there.
Beautiful tennis.
And I think that's the best point we've seen from Amber Liu, just showing a little bit of diversity here in her game. Look at that stretch from Kim Clijsters. Moves in well. Liu puts that ball back deep and goes to the short cross court, covers that net extremely well there. Just a little impatient again. Almost trying to hit the winner off the second shot. Instead of positioning yourself a little bit better.
Clijsters affecting the break of serve now in the second set. Good shots played in that game from Liu. It's a pity she just faltered at the last couple of points. So 3-1. Brilliant slice angle there to open up the court.
It was just a matter of time on that one, wasn't it? To see Kim Clijsters slowly weaving her web here.
There's the shot that does it.
Yep. Just no more legs.
Oh, she was unlucky there.
It certainly would have been a clean winner, wouldn't it? It's not a question of young Amber being able to hit some big shots. It's a question of maintaining that level of play, that consistency against the good players. It's so difficult to do that. Just hear those little adjustment steps. Kim Clijsters' footwork, very, very good. Always trying to get into the exact position for a shot.
Clijsters' whole serve takes 4-1 lead in the second set, and while the players have their sit down, gives us the opportunity to quickly cross back out to court 11. Guillermo Coria is up 2-0 against Mariana Puerta, his countryman, and he's ahead 5-1 in the third, racing through this third set now, 30-15 on service. In fact, that gives him a couple of match points. So he's looked impressive in the early part of the match that we were able to show you, and he has obviously continued with this good form. And that takes him pretty comfortably through to the second round. The number 5 seed, very much an informed player this summer, Guillermo Coria. 6-4, 6-3, 6-1 against his countryman Mariano Puerta. Okay, and back to Alcaraz Stadium. 6-2, 4-1.
Coria really slowly drilled him into the ground, didn't he? That lasts until the final set. He just really blew him off the court.
Well, it's probably a question also. He's ranked 5 in the world, and Puerta's 92. So I think once 2-0, when he saw up against his name, I think he thought that was probably it. Let's see what Amber Liu can do in a similar situation here. She's down 6-2, 4-1. Individually playing some excellent shots. Just a little bit of inexperience telling against her here, as you would expect, against the world's number 1 ranked player. So 1-4. Does that well.
Alan, on a week-in, week-out kind of basis, if young girl Amber Liu was to play every week on the WTA Tour, what do you think she'd be ranked, or where do you think she'd be placed?
Look, given a full year on the tour, with a little bit of experience and the shots that she's got, I would see her very quickly getting inside the top 100. And I think she could get, probably after a year, I would expect her to be in the top 50, I think. Because she's got some weapons, which is what you like to see in the young players.
That was my next question. What do you think she's really can build her game around to?
Well, I think she needs to strengthen up a little. She's a bit light, and her serve, even though she hits it quite hard, I'm not not too sure about the technique on her serve.
She might be able to get a little bit more on the serve.
Yep.
She doesn't have a big take back on her forehand either.
Pretty
It's
compact, yeah.
very compact. A little bit of a restricted take back, it looks like. Unlike Kim Clijsters, who gets a really big shoulder turn, good hip rotation in her forehand.
So hold serve.
Well, at this point in the match, she's done twice as well than their match in Stanford.
So Clijsters serving for the match. Oh, sorry. Or 2.
Uses her opponent's speed so well, Kim Clijsters. Generates a lot of pace. This is just too deep. Amber Liu's just saying to herself, gee, I don't get to play many girls like this in the collegiate tennis. Good set up there from Liu. Hit the backhand short cross, opened up the court. That nice backhand down the line.
Very effective serve, that swinger out wide to the juice court. If it's returned cross court and not deep enough, the server can go back behind you or into the open backhand corner. On that occasion, Clijsters went back behind her opponent.
A little bit of a guessing game, isn't it, to which way your opponent's going to go at that point. Obviously, Liu thought she was going down the line.
Well, the key is you've got to get some depth on the return, a little bit of height and a little bit of depth so that you can recover and be in position. If you just hit it back cross court without either of those two things on it, well, you're dead. It seems to me these days the forehand's such a weapon in the game, both the men's and the women's game. You've just got to have a big forehand. I mean, they've all got great backhands, all the players. I really believe you need to do well, you need a good first serve and a pretty big forehand if you're not going to be a net player.
And it's just a given, you've got to be quick as well.
Yep, you've got to be an athlete, yep. So she's got those 3 things. Good first serve, good forehand, athletic, strong, and a great backhand as well.
And a pretty good head on her shoulders.
Yep, good competitor. I first saw her play, I think she might have been 15 at Wimbledon. And she played Amanda Kurtzer.
Okay.
On about court 3 or 4, and she just whipped Kurtzer, and I had never seen her, heard about the Belgian girls, these young girls, and boy, after that time I saw her play that day, I thought, gee, this girl is going to really be something. And here, 5 years later, she is the #1 player in the world. 2-5.
Just shows the difference in the two girls' paths to be here tonight at the US Open. Age of 15, Kim Clijsters at Wimbledon. You would have to think that Amber Liu was just probably playing some juniors back then. There's only a year's different in their age.
I think that's one of the differences, Louise. She normally would have won the point with that backhand down the line, but against the great players, they make you play one more shot, and she wasn't quite ready for it. Stopped Kim in her tracks. She thought she'd hit that near square on the line.
I think she was looking for a match point.
That's what's good about her. She gets right on with the job as we have a look at that. I tell you what, it looked like it. No, there it is from above. Hawkeye. Good call from the umpire.
Well, she got one back.
A couple of times, though, Liu's had game point and just overhit. Just a little eager to try to finish off these game points.
Do you think she would play this way all the time, or do you think she's trying to lift her game to match the heavy hitting?
It looks to me this is how she'd play all the time, I think. You know, and I think that's good. She just hasn't quite got the experience yet against someone like Clijsters.
Sometimes when you're playing a top player, you feel like you have to
try to do more.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you what you just said.
Barest of margins, so hanging on here. Had her last couple of service games. I think she's enjoying the moment. Now Clijsters rather serving for the match at 6-2, 5-3. A little bit unlucky there for Kim because she'd won the point clearly, but because Liu got a racket onto it, it'll be replayed.
I like how Kim Clijsters almost hits on the right-hand side of the ball. She comes around it, and it just enables the ball to bounce away from her opponent. I see Liu thinking she was there for that shot.
You've got to have that shape on your forehand, haven't you, so that you can open up the court with it. If you come the other way or hit it a bit flat, the ball goes straight down the court. You've got to be able to hook the ball or come around the side, as you mentioned. Otherwise, you just can't open up the court.
The European players do that so well. But the American players find that a little bit more difficult to do.
Well, a little slow to move in for that. She must have recognised that she had Clijsters twice there on the full stretch. Should have been well inside the baseline.
I think she should have played that almost with a slice, just
Yes.
that one hand drop to the ball.
Okay, match point. And there it is. Kim Clijsters have given a pretty good workout, I think, there from Amber Liu. She will have enjoyed the experience and certainly benefited from it. A big occasion, a big match for her. Just taking over the hour, but Clijsters, once she settled down, I don't think the result was ever in doubt, but she was made to work pretty hard by, I think, is a fairly promising player, Louise.
Definitely, I think the young girl, Liu, will take away something from this match. She has improved on the last time that she played, so that's certainly a positive. But just to be able to stay out there on the court, perhaps get a few more balls back, a little bit inconsistent. Really, if you look at that, Kim Clijsters hitting 20 winners, that's the big difference there. Similar in first serve stats and net points won. Kim Clijsters just playing a little bit more aggressively and taking opportunity of coming into the net there.
Okay, well, there it is. Kim Clijsters' first assignment has been completed, winning a first round in straight sets, 6-2, 6-3. And in a little while, Leighton Hewitt will be up. We'll be able to see what sort of job he can do in his first round. But prior to that, we'll have this special tribute to the retirement of the great Pete Sampras.